Hello folks and welcome to today's stream. We'll be doing Peglin, Hades 2, and something new as we announce the next series and Peglin wraps up. I have to be right back, but then we'll get straight into it. All right. Oh, there we go. Let's begin. First off, I want to get round growth through Act 4. We can take an Orbert story. Plenty of question marks there. After this, I want to try to get someone through Crucible 20. And after that, I have a couple of interesting things that I wanted to try. A challenge run of sorts. Inspired by Balatro, actually. And, and I sort of wanted to test the, negative slime mechanic out with a custom build. Let's see. You can get 4 question marks there, and then lead into 2 chests and an elite. That feels like the best possible way to go. Let's get another evasive maneuver orb and level up one of them. I'm sort of hoping that I didn't start streaming too late for Planet to show up. Given a part of the reason I intended to go for so long today is thanks to him. Poltergeist is always good, particularly with Round Roll, who benefits from attacking as many enemies at once as possible. We let the Pebble sink. Thankfully, it doesn't matter which way we go here, because that's the worst one to try to navigate through. Duplicate an orb? Absolutely, I will take another Poltergeist. And get rid of the Pebble, please. Let's go this way. And this should be a chest. The salt totem, huh? Could have been better. Oh well. Could have been worse. There are plenty worse things than the ability to increase my max health, especially considering how a big part of Act 4 is going to be lowering it. Blindness, except bats are blindness immune. Come on, more than 12 damage. Ow! No option for a shop on the path, so I will give myself a bit more health. And upgrade another Poltergeist. And it doesn't matter which way we go here, so I'm going to try to get as many coins as possible. Lovely. Round guard, not bad. Get better than that. Navigation inflation. Very good at low crucible levels. Actually, it didn't matter which way I went there, so maybe I should have put that into the middle, tried to get more. Distract the crows, remove a random orb. I like all of my orbs, though. But I have duplicates. Well, there's a very slim chance that it removes a pebble, though, so I'm just gonna run. Bunch of damage. The Poltergeists are going to be very good at dealing with this fight, since the whole point of the slime hive is to use a bunch of enemies. I'm not worried about it. Wow, I'm I'm surprised you hit me. Alright, couple of bombs to finish everything off. Okay. The question is, do I want a ball lightning? I think I would like to upgrade the Poltergeist, upgrade the other evasive maneuver orb, give myself more health, and then head onward. Another way to get gold. For your reload, gain 2 balance. I have a small deck right now, so being able to get balance on reload is not bad. Will at the very least help me out a bunch right now, and in the near future, I imagine. I don't know if I'm going to keep my deck on the smaller side long term, but it'll still be helpful in the long drawn out fights. Pop this into the crits to get more. Excellent. The more Belusion, the better. Hit a refresh there. Divine. Ouch! And you got off your first hit on me. Your first real damage. Another Poltergeist. Well, I can't say no to that. We'll upgrade it once, and then move on. Ooh, less orb discards. Fewer orb discards. That's fine. Pain bow. We needed the pain bow. Okay, there's a shop down there. There's a couple shops this way. I think we could try that. Or we could go this way, get a lot of gold, and get one good shop. Yes. Ouch. So what, you're just taking my coins and dipping? You don't do any damage to me? You're called the Painbow Slime. Okay. We'll take an Exacerbate. And upgrade it. That didn't go well. But it's also blocking me. I didn't really pay attention to that since so much of the last fight I didn't want to hit things. Other than the paintbow. And then I did anyway. Can't wait to get rid of the stone. Ah, you're about to escape. Darn. Yeah, we'll increase the exacerbate. And try to save up. Oh, I absolutely could have gotten more coins there. I risked it and did not get the biscuit. Aha! I vined them. Come on, refresh or a crit or something. Darn. Oh, that didn't go well. Get a crit, take advantage of the exacerbate, increasing your... There we go. No! No, I still missed it! I still missed it! Okay. There we go. Deal a lot of crit damage. Okay. We'll keep going. I'm worried about going the wrong way here, so we will make sure that we're heading the right way. Let me hit a crit somewhere. Maybe if I fire it off in that direction. Nope, and it gets stuck. Dull pegs stink, but... Now you have a lot of crit damage incoming. I just need to hit a crit! Come on! It's right there. Yes! I'm almost worried about finishing it off right now. I kind of want to let it escape, so I can finish it off right at the start of the next board. This'll do it all right. There's the gold! Paste the painbow. Defeat the painbow slime. Try to get as much of this stuff as possible. Created a board rich with coins. And that's that. Alright, everything here is dead. A bit more cash. Doesn't really really matter what I do here at this point. I don't want to miss out on too much of the gold, but also, the more gold that's left behind, the more I could get at the increased rate. Or I could just flub it. Yes. 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 And we could get Coban Orb. And this is scaling. No, but we've already got scaling with the shrewd scales. I think we leave well enough alone for now. Oreb, okay. There's another shop there. You know, I'm okay with going either way. I feel like it feels like there's something in that room that makes it so that you are more likely to go the wrong way. Discard so that we go through our deck faster and get more bullets faster. Ow. We hit 1 coin? Ideally, the perfect shot would be getting all of the coins that would be difficult to hit, and then following that up with getting all of the coins that are easy to hit when we leave the battle. But that's not going to happen. Pretty much ever. Geist is going to be good at collecting coins for us, though. Just have to get where the action is. Right down here in this corner with all of the previously uncollected coins. Stop! He's already dead! I'm gonna hit you with this one because then you'll swap from the lightning rod to your shield. Ouch. should have hit you with the other one, but I wanted the coins. And it's a crit. Very nice. And you're dead. Let's heal. Because I worry about that. Activated crits also refresh the board. Attack supply, 1 exploit. That's more scaling. Very nice. We hit a bomb in there. We got 76 coins from the end of that battle. And we don't have any debuffs to exacerbate right now, but every little bit will help. Discard when viable to get through the deck faster. So then we get more balance. Although, in that instance, I probably should have taken the illusion. To hit a crit there. 15 exploitable means 150 extra damage. 150% extra damage, I should say. From crits, specifically. Hey, there's the crits we wanted. I have too much poison on me. Blech. There we go. Okay. Do I want a ball like... I accidentally skipped. Crumbs. We can take Heavy Hand. No availability. Whenever you add an object, you must remove a non-pebble orb. Health is wealth. Hazmat has-beens. We'll take health as wealth. Targeted the slime. All right. Good. Upgrade that, because we're about to go to the shop. Upgrade one of these. Upgrade another one of these. And heal. And increase my max HP. We get a lot of coinage after the battle. The only time that the orb is probably going to get thrown. that gold won't be useful in the shop itself, exactly. But that's fine. We'll use it to heal up. And we are going to heal up after this fight as well, for sure. Make sure that we have a decent chunk of health. Moving into the— No! Into the shop! Into the shop! How did you do that? Okay. It's fine. We'll get this shop down here. Poison those guys. Never mind, the orb is going to be tossed again. Ouch. Another evasive maneuver. Might be a good idea. Let's take it. Upgrade the ones that we got. You know what? We'll upgrade that last one too. Heal. Increase max HP. Send me. Okay. Send me that way. Excellent. Refreshes move after every shot. We do need to go to the right here. That's annoying. We're not going to have as much health for this. Good. Good. Exit store. Either way here gets us another chest. So let's go this way. Heal from reloads. Not bad. This is not good. Should have hit this one. Okay. I need to kill that guy, or I am most likely going to die. Okay. Heal. Okay. Thank you, Haglin's hat. Fight the forest boss. I can do this. Extra dense shot, but it triggers everything twice. We are going to destroy it. At the shop, I didn't remove the is a fool. Don't hit too many red bombs. I don't have to heal up too much. Okay. Snowball, huh? All right. Whoop. There it goes. Okay. A refresh circle to heal from, huh? And buff myself. You know what? Sure. Blew up all 3 of those bombs. Very nice. 80 gold from that. Where you lose health, gain double that in Belusion. Very nice. We're gonna have a ton of gold going into the last shop, which is going to be coin-based. I thought it might hit that crit, but oh well. Come on, hit more than that. Refresh a lot. Very good. This will be a... Let's go for you next. Poltergeist is very good at staying higher up in this fight. Very nice. Mine's complete. Except the challenge. Poison everything. Induce susceptible. Do I want that? It's more scaling. Yeah. Five spin-ass reports contain 1 less refresh. I'm not as worried about refreshes, actually. 2 additional copies, but all orbs deal half damage. Can only be aimed at 4 directions. I have multiple things that benefit from hitting a lot. Yes, we'll take constricting chains. That's gonna be a little weird, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, remember to remove the orb. operating theory is that even though each shot deals half damage for every peg hit, it hits 3 times as many pegs. Approximately, because if you took 3 shots, that would be 3 times as many pegs, but taking 3 shots at the same time is not necessarily 3 times as many pegs. I wanted to toss the Oreb because I wanted to see what it looked like, because it bounces strangely. Purportedly. Very nice. I'm quite glad there isn't a way to have the fires in this room. The max HP reduction fires. More damage the longer the orbs are in flight. All orbs have persist. The previously thrown bombs refreshes bombs. We'll take Pocket Watch. I don't actually know how that interacts with constricting chains. I haven't had them together. Additional refresh. Remove the Oreb for an additional 60 gold. Okay, we're absolutely taking duck and cover. The attacker takes damage when you evade an attack. You evade an attack, gains finesse. No damage from misnavigation. I don't think this applies. We will take it. Do we take the Memorb? Let's try it. Now, crit times 2. Will this apply 4? Actually, it should apply 6. It applied 6! Excellent. Okay, so that synergy does work as expected. Wait, now this shot is triggering everything twice. Why was it playing that previous one, then? Also, Super Boots appears to be working? Let's see. Plus 264 bonus damage on this. Yeah, Super Boots is working. Okay. The best purchase we could have made there, I guess. Wait, no, I don't want to target that one. I want to target you. Because you're providing the intangible to everything. But that's okay. Now focus on you, because you're going to be a problem. Benefit largely from hitting things. And the black holes make it so that I hit less things. Fewer things. This one can target anyone. Deal a ton of damage. There we go. Well, plenty of gold to upgrade the Memorb. Memorb was the... yeah, Memorb. Alright. Create 2 coins whenever the board is refreshed. That works for the Flaunty Gauntlets. Doesn't do anything for anything else. Refreshes activate nearby pegs. I think we take that. Now, constricting chains will help here a lot. Poltergeist will be even better. Just hit a couple. I should have discarded more to get to the other Poltergeist sooner. Okay. Come on. Hit as many of those as you're able. Just 2 more. Well, we got most of them. Okay, not worried about that one. A little worried about that one. Quite worried about the black holes. Poltergeist will stick around a long time. Very good. Deal a lot of damage. Okay. Refresh a bunch. Give me bonus stats. More vulnerable to crits. Swap over to this. Crits a couple of times, make you even more vulnerable to crits. good. Come on, one of you hit a crit. Ah. Can we do this? I don't know. Hope so. Get both of those crits. That's it. Okay, take out the black hole. And the intangible. Come on. Intangible is coming into play. I really want to get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, man. One of you hit a crit. Any one of you? Glad we got rid of that thing, but... There we go. There's our crit. Deal a ton of damage, please. Thanks to the 6970 exploitable. Every time the intangible is down, we can get off very good crits. But it's in the worst possible place. So... okay, that's gonna be down for when I heal. No! You gotta get rid of that one! Nice if it wasn't guaranteed to be there. Like if they shuffled every time you reloaded or something. I don't know. That would make sense, I think. Probably? That feels like it makes sense. Yes! Okay, we can get off good crits now. That did it! Yes! Let's watch this again. Yes, the strange orb came out of the observer. What do we do with it? Because I haven't... not seen anything come of it. Okay, so we should have an entry on you. Yo! Defeat and loot. Don't have the card yet, but guess we have to just get more from the Painbow slime drop and let's see what that amounts to in the end. Okay, so I wanted to try a couple of things. First off, custom start. Observer's Pupil. Starting from 20, remove 3 intangible after attacking. Gain 1 muscle after attacking. Lifesteal 1% of damage dealt. Adds fire to exited slot. Adds black hole after attack. Deals max health damage. Wowza. Okay. So we have to do something with that. We could start with an assemble. You know, we'll take 3 Observer's Pupils in. Let's see what happens. Only found in a scenario. Interesting. Void, one sash. Incoming damage is halved. Every node is a mini boss. I'll take the Ancient Meteorite for fun. And toss in an extra refresh. Okay, Observer's Pupil. Starting from 20, remove 3 intangible after attacking. My question is... Okay. Adds fire, adds a black hole. Gain 1 muscle. Oh, and now we have 17 intangible, I see. But does that mean that we're going to go to 1 intangible and then no intangible? Remove 5. Gain 2 muscle. Lifesteal 2% of damage dealt. Adds fire. Adds black hole. Deals max health damage. I guess we'll find out. And lucky me, they stick around. Which will make... Okay, we're getting rid of another one, but we're upgrading the other one. I guess we have 2 eyes, so this makes sense. Now. That works for me. Does not like the slides. Observer's Pupil is almost kind of an interesting play on words, I guess. Since it gives off the idea, in a way, that we are an understudy of the Observer. But also... Yeah, we're stuck at 1. Okay. But also, it is literally the pupil of the Orbserver. Remove 7 intangibles so we get there faster. Gain Must Circle after attacking. Lifesteal 3%. Adds fire. Adds black hole. Deals max damage. Alright. This could interact in a peculiar way with the boss, I think. But, I'm not too worried about holding on to it. Throw a whole run. We're just gonna do Act 1. For this. We're gonna skip whatever this is. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Yeah, the meteorite does not do slides. At all. Toss it. Watch it go nuts. Getting the black holes on floor 1 is hilarious, though. Leshy is maybe the boss to best counter this strat, but alas, it was too late for Leshy. Actually, what happens if you have both meteorites? Maybe third shot applies even more force? That may be the case, yeah. It's very difficult to tell, but sometimes it's going faster than other times. Which suggests that might be so. Hello, planet! Yo, care to join me on my long drive across the states? That's why I'm here! We have, just now, for the final time, beaten Act 4. With the last character that we needed to. you mean you can't damage me? Why couldn't you damage me? Anyway, I wanted to try out the Observer's Pupil real quick, but I have a couple of challenge runs that I want to try. First, tell me all about it while I drive without talking for a couple hours before a break. It is important to take breaks. First, I wanted to... what was it? I wanted to test out... I'll take a Generate Orb and a Chemiball Hazard, and maybe duplicate those. Accept. Take off Peglin Intuition. What I want a bad slime. I want downgrade ring. That's the one. And you know what? I think I should also take... No, wait. Generate Orb, Chemiball Hazard, and Omega Orbs. Yeah, one of each of those. And go in with that. So, the point of this run is going to be downgrading slime pegs as much as possible. They do interesting things when they're downgraded. Which is the purpose of that. Okay. That did 70 damage. 70 damage for one downgraded poison peg on the board. Did that strike all of those? Okay. I need to watch that again. That lightning hit all of these pegs. That's incredible. Okay. And damage for each poison slime on the board after enemy movement. Lightning slimes are durable and zap nearby pegs when hit. You know what? We'll just get more of those. Let's see. You know what? We'll see if we can take this to Act 4. It'll be interesting. Oh, I did want to share some good news. My thumb... Yeah, okay. My thumb is finally in good condition again. And I know you can't say anything about this, but... I wanted to let you know. I had it all bandaged up so that I wouldn't damage the nail again after the initial incident. And shortly after that, I actually dinged up the nail on my pinky finger as well. So for a while there, I was going around with bandages on... bandages on both my thumb and pinky on this hand. And it actually made me think of a clip from... Okay, note to self. The Generator lightning slime is not as good when the pegs around it are completely downgraded. What we need is double damage slime. And that will solve our problem, I think. But for now, let's upgrade Chemiball Hazard. because that will not be downgraded, essentially, by downgrading all of the pegs around it. I'd been getting clips from Star Trek about the android facing off against some other foe, I'll call them. They didn't seem to be particularly malicious, but they were facing off against an opponent, let's say. We'll call it an opponent. In a game where they had all of their fingers hooked up to, they looked like pulse checkers or blood oxygen testers or something, which was interesting. But that's what it made me feel like for a couple of days in there. I wanted to go fight that mini boss. Oh well. Get that. Downgrade the poison slime further, although I also got rid of one of them, so and that's probably not great. 116 damage though, just for reloading. That's a doozy. But beyond that, I also managed to go and, because using my right hand was awkward, I started using my left hand for more things whenever I could. And just last week, I went and managed to get a paper cut on my thumb and one of my fingers on that hand. So it has not been a great week to be one of my hands, I gotta say. Could have been better. But things are going better now than they were before, so that's nice. The weather earlier was incredibly nice to go on a walk. And I did take a short walk, got myself some donuts. But I didn't want to stay out for too long because my intent was to be back here and stream for you for your drive. Destroy you. 164 damage. I wonder if there's something I could do to benefit from striking a lot of different pigs at once, outside of just getting the double damage slime, which should help. I wonder if that's locked to... I wonder if that's locked to this inventor. I did not pay attention to it if it was. It would have been in the section of the orbs that says, oh, these can only be collected by other classes. Nope, there it is. Two's Company. Starts with 3 exploitable. Yeah, sure. Come on, I want to go that way. Okay, not a lot I can do with 22 coins in this shop. Critics triggered game illusion. Might be able to do something with 26. Oh, it's Inception. No, that doesn't matter so much. That would be incredibly good for unlocking round roll. Now that I think about it. They made that a lot easier. Yep, see, we're getting into the positives, even though we're downgrading every peg. And then, if we get the generator slime over in that area, where striking that will hit that, and maybe that. Maybe. Yeah, it struck that several times. Okay, okay. Another Two's Company. We have to try. We have to go for this. I really wanted to see how we could take advantage of the negative pegs, given that most of the time that's not a good thing. It's just a way to balance out orbs that are otherwise powerful most of the time. Like, for example, the Omega Orb. That was its original purpose. Now, all of your slime body pegs are not going to synergize with my build at all, because they are not going to have other slime applied to them, ever. Okay, if I hit this, it did strike out, I think. But hey, it works. Upgrade the Two's Company, upgrade the Potion Vault, and move on. Status effects you apply with more intensity of attacks of -10 to -0. Shot gains +1 multi-ball. Yes! Tomb rated, no availability. If you add an orb, you must remove a non-pebble orb. Second boss fest. Let's take that on. That shouldn't be too difficult. Leshy, I am going to make you regret everything. Behold my chemoballs. You are going to take so much damage from this. Downgrade those so that they deal more damage. How much are we looking at? 300 damage. I kind of want to go up against the wall so that we have a giant meat shield that we can wear down with this stuff. Let's go this way so we can go to both shops. Now, obviously, the trouble with the slimes, we can't apply multiple slimes to one peg, which leads to its own sort of issues. Look at that! Oh, we're cranking out damage numbers. Chemoball hazard. You know what? Yes. Nope, no. We won't upgrade. We will move on for now. We will do more after we see the shops. Okay. Short fuse will be good for getting more out of the chests, because we could get another relic from one of them. Okay, negative damage numbers are good. bunch of poison slime. And now the double damage slime. I just realized, you know what would be really stinking good with this? Tender cactus. Because we're hitting pegs. We're hitting pegs all the time. Nope, nope. Shop first. There we go. Okay. What have you got for me? Big fish. I've got nothing that benefits from that. I take summoning circle. This could be quite good too. I think I want to remove an orb. We'll take another Two's Company. Increase the amount of that on the board. Occasionally, we will get damage reduction slime from the potion vaults. That's not a potion, even though it looks like one. Duplicate orb. Sadly, no. We're about to hit another shop, so I will save up. No. Okay. The other challenge that I intend to do is actually, I think I mentioned this earlier, but it was before you were present, Planet. The other challenge that I have in mind is inspired by Balatro. In a weird kind of a way. Or, more accurately, it's inspired by a Balatro challenge. You might, when we get around to it, you might remember the one that I am referring to as well. But for now, that stays hush-hush. I've yet to figure out all of the details anyhow. I shouldn't have spent money there. Why did I spend money there? Lightning Grease. That is going to wreck face. Light Darkness, Illusion. We'll take Pocket Sand and another Two's Company. And we'll go this way, even though I've made it all the more likely that we're going to go that way. Darn! We bought too much on that side of the shop. Oh well. Aha! Accept the bribe and sneak away. That's actually bad for my build. We're going to remove that. We're going to skip that. Leave that be. Duplicate all orbs. Duplicate a random. Two's Company level 1. Not the worst thing in the world, but not the one I would have picked, for sure. Maybe a reload. 10. Alright, what do we got? Okay, first out the gate. We are going to discard that, actually, and upgrade it. Then we toss out the Chemical Hazard. So we are constantly dealing a bunch of damage to the wall. That's not perfect, but okay. 156. Discard a Two's Company. Toss out a Generate Orb. We got into some funny numbers there. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, but we'll make it work. Hey, look at those numbers. Holy cow. Crushed it. Okay, wow. I'll upgrade some of our twos companies. Yep. Continue. No tender cactus. Okay. I'll start with my gold, but all purchases are twice as expensive. Well, we have the generator, but I don't think we have to worry about that. That seems worrying. We'll take Orbert's Nightmare. I have a plan for this. A devious plan. Okay, we want to go all the way to the left here. Slime, absolutely destroy things. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Okay, upgrade. Chemical hazard, sure. And, you know, let's get a level 3 potion bolt. Doesn't matter where we go, so let's get some coins. Never mind. That's fine. It's a mimic! Surprise! How did I know it was going to be a mimic? That's because Orbert's Nightmare makes every chest a mimic for this floor. But between the generator and the chemical hazard and all of the downgraded pegs, we should melt this thing. There we go. Ooh, another summoning circle. Don't mind if I do. Prime slime. Yes. Yep, well, that's not the way I wanted to go, but it doesn't matter that much. We aren't going to take that. Skip that, because it's not slime related. I kind of wanted to, at some point, also do a run that was all snowballs, just to see what it's like, but we can save that for another time. This isn't going to be the last of the Peglin content on the channel. It's just going to be the last of it for now. Excellent. The more upgrades we do to the orbs in our deck, the more likely it is that we are going to get a summoning circle synergy with one of them. One of the upgraded ones, I should say, as opposed to one of the non-upgraded ones. Goodbye. And this is going to clear out everything. Well, just about everything. actually. There wasn't a shop on the map, was there? There was, right at the very end. We'll try to save, actually. Wait. Nope, I really have to push to the left now. Hitting fresh pegs, so this is not an issue. Gonna... Wowza! I think the reason we didn't take any damage there, we must have had some of the damage reduction slide pegs, which makes sense. Okay. Send me to the left. Okay. Give me all of these coins. I'm headed to the shop. Okay. As it turns out, when you send all of your multi-balls with one tiny little cramped space, it hits a lot of pegs. Okay, so these pegs have been massively downgraded already. But I have now also slimed them with my chemical hazard, poison slime birds. Get obliterated. Okay, last one upgraded. Every 11 coins collected triggers a crit. Jobs damage and crit are randomly rolled. Yeah, sure. That will be interesting, at the very least. Potion ball. Now we got a nice mix of everything. By a lot of double damage. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Apply more double damage slime. Now. The Omega Orb. Which already bypasses some of the negative of all of those pegs. You know what? Bounce backwards and then hit those. Okay. Oh well. Okay, make as many of these as possible. Yes, yes, yes. And slime them. Nope, focus on that one. Thank you. I contemplated doing a playthrough of Undertale today, because I figured it would last a while, and that might be interesting to listen to, but ultimately I decided against it. Someday that will come, though. What if we had durable pegs? The durable pegs by default. There we go. Okay. Continue. Echo chamber. That's interesting. The orb's base damage is greater than its crit damage. Yes, that actually helps out with the dungeon die a lot. Ouch. Because the one downside of dungeon die is that sometimes you can end up with unpredictable crit slash base damage values. And adjusting the number of crits on the board is going to help with that. It's going to help with that considerably.
Wow.
Ooh. Sounds like an Isaac enemy.
Wow.
Go! My generator. Make everything electric. It's electric! Woogie, woogie, woogie. I should probably heal, but I'll have an opportunity to do so after. Well, let's see. Bombs of Light Darkness. Let's take the criticus. Excellent! That actually did get us a bunch of extra coins. Okay. Illusion detection. Prices that scale up with each purchase or remain fixed. Let's take that. Okay. Not worried about Froggo Amulet. I will take an apple a day. I will take Ambiguous Amulet. And you know what? I will take that too, because why not? $580 damage. We have a variety of ways in which we can absolutely destroy things, which hopefully should be good for Act 4. It feels wrong to leave Splat Orb out. As far as I can tell, it's not upgraded in any particular way by the negative orbs, but... by the negative pegs, but... Absolutely absurd numbers here. Yeah, man. Hit a refresh. They're kind of buried right now, but I can do it. Look at all of that. Electric slime. It's the electric slime. I don't think I can actually sing the song, sorry. Even if I could sing better, Twitch wouldn't like it. I have zero doubt in my mind that Twitch wouldn't like it. Venture into Radia's Core. Take a relic. Every shot gets a multi-ball. Huh? Yes. Boogie, boogie, boogie. I can allude to the song. Whoa, I just got some slowdown on my end. Like it loaded a lot of stuff that it doesn't know exactly how to handle. Ah, that was refreshes that were striking the enemies. Okay. What is doing damage to them right now? It was either Criticris or Refilibuster, as the case might be. Look at these damage numbers. It's still on the board. It doesn't know what to do with all of this. How many generate orbs do I have in my back pocket? I have 1. Let's get another. And we really need to make sure that the boss is not. Damage multiplier, huh? Contains more refreshes. I think we take the bag of orange picks. Alright, that's gonna be helpful exactly once. Ambidictionary. Yes. Yes. Reload, refresh the board. Like I have to worry about that. Shield pegs can be activated. Not worried about that. That's Bravatu. No. Well. Yeah, no. I don't have anything that applies Spinfection. So this would just be an extra 10 damage per turn. Yeah, let's take this. I'm not reloading that often, but another way to refresh the board is fine. Out the generate orb. Apply all of the slime. Zippy zappy. Wowza! That cleared out the board real quick. Thank you for the overflow. Very helpful. Yep. I think this build has what it takes. Of course, we've got one more boss relic than usual. And one more, I think, elite relic than usual? But aside from that, everything that we've gotten is base game. So... Critic trigger to apply a random debuff. I'm not sure. I believe the relics that we've gotten can all be acquired under Peglins have access to the orbs in question as well. Because we've got access to all of those orbs. Because we picked up duplicates of all of the orbs. Come on. Pop more of the crystal pegs. I heard nothing pop there. That's unfortunate. Let's hit this refresh. Okay. Got at least a couple. Is that all of them? I don't see anyone. I think we got it. Yeah, that's a nice round number. 20K. Okay, I think we're good. You are applying so much slime. Alright, how much is this gonna do from the 680? Okay. I need a better way to refresh. One moment. Alright, everything is fine, just the unfortunate timing for a conversation. With the ruby. Let's see now. I would like to get rid of the peg in the top right. Because a nice part of the build is how much I can heal with all of the heal slime that's going around. I would also like to get rid of that before it spawns too many black holes. But I guess can't be choosers. Let's skip a couple and make more generators. There we go. Okay. more double damage slime around the board. Okay, we're in the actual positive numbers right now. And now... Omega Orb. Down the middle. Get rid of that. Refreshing the board more would be nice. There we go. Hit all of them. Wahahaha. Alright, and now, the potion. Get all of the pegs. Hit you a lot in the middle there. Excellent. Keeping healthy. Good. More electric slime. More electric slime. This is very effective. Also, we're applying blindness thanks to the crits. So that's nice. Oh, there it is. That's the shot we were waiting for. Just the right combination of double damage and generate orb. Alright. So, yeah, negative pegs can actually do a lot of non-negative damage. A lot of non-negative damage. Wow. Let's... New game. Now, I'm not sure precisely what this will take, but I wanted to do a run where I start with orange. Give me 7. And the, what was it? Molten Mantle. So, I cannot collect money from pegboards. My only method will be the orbs. I've got to upgrade them first. Or have a way to get rid of them. Or have another way to get a little bit of gold. I think there are orbs that could do that. I think this in case that works. I don't know if it does. try taking... I could try taking the Pelectrum. That might be too much, I don't know, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, and we're gonna go in with regular Peglin. Heal, refresh perspective. We'll take refresh perspective. Okay. So, we can't get coins, but we do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And we have a certain number of orbs right at the start here. And it's a limited number of orbs. So that's essentially, if I understand it, going to be the main possible source of gold that we can get is removing the orbs from our inventory. This was inspired by the egg challenge. If I could start with fully upgraded orbs, that would make... It does not add gold. So the Pelectrum does nothing. The Pelectrum does nothing. I need to see. That also does nothing. So we have no way to get gold, which means we have only events as a way to get gold, I think. Okay, so I'm going to restart. We're going to remove, reduce, refuse, recycle, and the Pelectrum, since they don't work. Pretty cool if they let you apply... You know what? We'll take 10 orbs. No, hold on. Nope, there it was. In with the boss relics, because of course. Alright. Let's see. This, I can't imagine will do anything. We'll take an apple a day. There are, specifically, I should say, question mark events that will let us remove orbs. And that will be our, essentially, only way of accruing gold. And since gold is how you do every little ding-dang thing in this game, that's kind of important. I'm losing frames. I don't know why. The roommate's outside. There should be no reason that this is happening.